Merci beaucoup, Madame la Présidente.
Thank you, President. I must say it's quite a responsibility opening such a sensitive debate. Ladies and gentlemen, honourable members, I can't help but think of our colleague Nadia Savchenko, who should have been with us today because she's a member of Parliament. Admittedly, she was elected following her kidnapping and incarceration. She is, despite that, still a parliamentarian. I don't think any of us should forget that, or indeed her. And I'd like to thank each and every one of you for the initiatives you've taken back in your respective countries with a view to bring about her release. It's a very difficult situation, but once again, I don't think that any of us should abandon her or forget her. She's on a hunger strike, which is having serious implications for her health. I think we should all pray that she doesn't lose her life in this endeavour, which would of course be a tragedy for her, her family, and the values which all of us espouse. Madam President, together with our colleague Medvedev, I actually went to Ukraine a few days ago as part of our task as co-rapporteurs for the monitoring committee. That visit gave us the opportunity to take a first-hand look at what's happening in Ukraine. The purpose of today's debate is to take stock of the situation in Ukraine, including the security situation. And this, of course, must be seen in the context of the Minsk Agreement. I think I would start by saying that there is a very real commitment in Ukraine to ensure that Minsk II can be respected. I say Minsk II because we already had a Minsk I agreement. That overall, the agreement is being respected despite regular, indeed daily violations of the ceasefire. We've had the opportunity of meeting a series of political leaders, all of whom have reiterated their commitment to continue moving forward with the reform process which has now been initiated. Obviously, once again, the situation is far from easy. Ukraine has to start again from scratch. The law on decentralization was one of the key planks of the Minsk Agreement. The investigations and inquiries into the acts of violence, indeed the crimes committed in Maidan, have to be investigated. So I just have just over 20 seconds left to speak now. There's so much I'd like to say to my friends from Ukraine and, of course, Russia. We can't do any more than we've done so far. This means that each and every one of the parties has to do its utmost to ensure that good faith is shown on all sides with a view to moving towards implementation of these agreements, which were so difficult to achieve. So once again, just a little thought for Nadia Savchenko.